There's a young lady in England. Her name is Caitlan. She's a wood turner. She's about 14 or 15 years old, and she has a YouTube channel. She calls it Caitlan The Cat. And she came up with an idea recently where she wants to have other wood turners collaborate with her to make a chain. I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this video in the description box to that video so you can check it out and see if you'd like to become involved. I hope you will. Now, her idea is to have wood turners each send her a ring, a wooden ring, any type of wood you want, any way you want to do it. And she's going to make this chain, and she wants each ring to be 100 millimeters outside diameter, 90 millimeters inside diameter, and a thickness of 20 millimeters. Now, you may be able to see up here, when I make segmented rings, I often have extra pieces, so I'll just make a ring, hang it up there, and maybe at some point I'll be able to use it for something. So I had these rings. There were 2 of them, which I have split to make 4 rings. Each of them is 5 millimeters thick, which will give me that 20 millimeters I need. So let's go take a look at how this came about. I'll show you how I split these, and we'll take it from there and then get to the lathe. My first step was splitting each of the rings in half using a parting tool. I had moved the tailstock forward with the live center in it far enough so that when it split, the ring would not fly across the shop and break. My next step was to use double-sided tape to hold the rings down to a carrier board so that I could use my drum sander to sand them down to a thickness of 5 millimeters. Now I'm taking 2 of these split rings, they are from 2 different rings, and gluing them together. I will do 2 of these. Now I can take those 2 stacks of 2, glue them together to a stack of 4, and I will have my 20 millimeter thickness. I've got this set on my chuck in expansion mode, and I've got a piece of 1/4-inch MDF I cut to back it up so that there's enough space in here that I'll be able to get in part way with my parting tool. So now I just want to smooth this out, true up this edge, and then I can do some measuring and find the 110 millimeters, sorry, the 100 millimeters that I want. Now this measures 102 millimeters. So I just want to go down 1 millimeter, which of course will subtract 1 from each side, taking off 2. That brings me to 101 millimeters. And a little bit of sanding should take care of the rest of it. Now I'll take a parting tool to start and clean up the inside here for the first 2.5 rings. Alright, I've drawn a line here that should give me the 90 millimeters. Now I'm going to use my parting tool. Just mark this a little bit and then measure that to see how close I am. Yeah, just a little smaller, so that's alright. You can always bring it out in the center. I'm going to start removing some of the bulk here from the interior. Alright, I'm going to sand this area in as far as I can and up here around the edge, and I'll be back. I sanded this starting at 320 grit, intending to go to 400 when I realized that because I'm using Axe abrasive paste from Tom Ackley, that I was only supposed to sand to 240, but I'm sure that won't cause a problem. Then I put on 2 coats of sanding sealer. And now I'm going to put on the abrasive paste, work it in a little bit, and that should do everything I need to do as far as sanding this. And then I'm going to follow that with Axe polish restoring paste. And then when I see what that looks like, I'll decide whether I want to put on a friction polish on top of it or not. This usually does such a nice job, I often don't even worry about it. Now I've got the lathe set to 250, and I'll just work this in a little bit. I'm going to increase the speed and keep working on this until nothing comes off of the paper towel. Alright, virtually nothing coming off anymore, so now I'm going to switch and go with the polish restoring paste. Now I'm going to put this paste on here fairly liberally. I'll run it at a low speed to rub it in, and then increase the speed to buff it. Oh, I really like that. I have to tell you, I don't have a financial investment in this. I just really like using it. Tom, you've made a beautiful product. Now I think I'm going to see what I can do with shallow wax over top of this. I've had this bottle around for years. I'm going to see if it still even will work. Try putting it on top here. Now I'm not sure that this is even necessary or will make much of a difference, but I want to put a little bit on here. Finish this side that I have done. Then when I finish reverse chucking it and do the other side, I should be able to see if there's a big difference where this is to where I finished with Tom's Axe Polish Restoring Paste. Great. That should be enough. I'm going to turn this at 1000 RPM. Whoa, that's beautiful. I'll let you be the judge of whether that's improved it or not. Now I'm going to reverse chuck this and be right back. I've taken some 3/16 inch rubber hose. I put it in the vise so that I could slice it lengthwise. And now I'm fitting them over these jaws just to protect the wood a little bit. The ring should still get over here. Now if I tighten this up without overdoing it, I wouldn't want to have these segments break apart. The friction of the rubber should also hold them. And it looks like the part that's already finished is running very true. So now I just have to repeat what I did on the other side to this side, and hopefully this rubber's not going to get in the way when I get in there to do the interior cuts. Alright, I'm just going to sand this, and then I'll be back. Well, I'm pleased with it. This is the finished results. I know someone out there is going to wonder what woods are involved in here. And the ones I can remember and or identify are maple, walnut, the Duke, bloodwood, and lacewood. I think that's all that's in there. Well, I couldn't tell the difference when I put the shallow wax on and then did the other side without shallow wax. So I put shallow wax on the whole thing. A little more protection can't hurt. I hope Caitlin's going to like this, and I hope you'll check out her YouTube channel, give her a little support. So thank you for stopping in. I hope to come back next time. In the meantime, have fun in your shop and be safe. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you'll consider doing that. I really appreciate the support from those who have. And if you like this, click the like button. Let me know that I'm doing something right. Thanks again for stopping in. Take care. See you next time.